My guys at G Fuel sent me another package. This one is the G Fuel and Dragon Ball Z collab. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. I know one of these guys' name is Goku though. Actually, that might be Goku. Anyway, what do we got? So it looks like right off the bat, we get this sick little Dragon Ball, well, I shouldn't say little, this sick big Dragon Ball shaker. That's gotta be Goku for sure. And then we of course got the flavor and a sticker. There we go. I don't know what this smells like. Also, I'm not kidding you guys. There is literally no scoop in here, so I'll be right back. I think it's orange lemonade. It tastes good to me. I would say it's like an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely refreshing, and you can use code WyattzWorld to try it out for yourself. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and happy Tuesday. Per a lot of people's request, today I'm going to be giving you guys every NFL team's current MVP. Now, obviously, guys, these are completely opinionated. These are not actual awards, so if you don't agree with me, you don't have to shoot me. Couple of quick things before we get into the video. One, if you're 18 years or older, you can head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app, where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. And lastly, for those who missed yesterday's video, from now throughout the holiday season, I am partnering up with my friend Matt, who runs ParentPresents.com. For those who don't know what Parent Presents is, it is literally a website to help you find gifts for your parents. No catch, it's just a list filled with links of awesome, affordable gifts for you to get your parents. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to visit the link in my description. It's going to bring you to the ultimate Christmas gift guide of 2022. All right, now that I'm through everything, let's get into the video. Alright, so here we are at the list, and as always, it's as simple as it can be. We've got 32 teams and the MVP column. So, starting off with the first team of the day, it is the Cleveland Browns, and to me, the MVP is Nick Chubb. Fourth in the league in rushing, 11 touchdowns right now. He's been the main source of their points. You could maybe argue and say it's Myles Garrett, but if it's not Myles Garrett, I don't think there's anybody else on that roster currently who even comes close. Alright, moving on, we got the Jaguars. And if you would have asked me a month ago, I probably would have said Trevor or Christian Kirk, but now I'm gonna say ETN. Dude, it's his dual threat capabilities. Like, this guy is a lethal weapon from a lot of different areas. I know in recent weeks, his receiving game hasn't really been what it could be, but when they use him to his fullest potential, I don't dare speak this man's name because I don't want to curse ETN. He reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell. All right, moving on, we got the Lions. Oh, fuck, this is... Jamal Williams, Aiden Hutchinson, one of the two. Like, I don't even know. That's so weird. Moving on, we got the Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is arguably the most valuable non-quarterback player in the entire league currently right now. That was the easiest one I could have gotten all day. We can just move. Up next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is it Tom? Yeah, it's Tom. Who am I kidding? Who the fuck else would it be? If Tom doesn't do good, the whole team doesn't do good. If Tom does good, the team does good. And if it's not Tom, I could definitely say probably Tristan Wirfs or Vita Vea, who I'm pretty sure has still been great when he's playing. But you look at the Bucs and you think of one man. You think of Tom Brady. Next up, we got the Falcons. Cordero Patterson? Would say Terrell, but, you know, he's also missed time just like Patterson, and Patterson's made a huge impact on the offense. Could maybe say Pitts if they would use the guy, but he's also now on the IL. Drake London slowed down a lot. Mariota's garbage. I gotta say it's Cordero Patterson here. He's the most valuable player on the Falcons. It's insane. Next up, we got the Ravens. Lamar is the obvious choice here, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, Marcus Peters has been pretty goddamn good this year, too. I'll probably just say Lamar Jackson. Moving on, we got the Rams. Cooper Kupp, I don't give a shit that he just got hurt. Like, he is the foundation of that offense. Next team, we got the Seahawks. Geno. Do I need to say anything else? Like, he is done more than anybody in the world thought he was going to do this year. 17 touchdowns, 4 picks, a passer rating of 108. Moving on, we got the Patriots. That would be Matt Judon. 13 sacks, leads the league by 2.5. Hard to be more disruptive than he's been this year. Next team, we got the Texans. Yeah, probably Dameon Pierce, even though he just had a horrible game, but who else am I going to say? Davis Mills is horrible. Brandon Cooks hates his life and looks like he's been disconnected from that team all year long. Dameon Pierce is the only guy out there who I can truthfully say looks like he gives a shit when he plays, so I'm gonna say him. Next up, we got the Colts. I want to say Shaquille Leonard, but I can't. I'll probably go with JT, but Pittman should definitely be mentioned. He's been really good this year for the circumstances he's been given. Next team, we got the Cowboys. That is Micah Parsons. Always will be Micah Parsons as long as he's on that roster. Dak's great, CD's great, Pollard's great, Trayvon's a fucking stud, but hey, they're not Micah Parsons. It's just so bizarre to watch Micah Parsons play defense, dude. The second the quarterback takes a snap, that guy looks like he is legitimately shot out of a cannon. Moving on, we got the Bengals, and that's Joe Burrow. Mixon's only been really, dominant that 1 week. And as far as the receivers go, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase, they've all done great many times, but that's because of Joe Burrow. 2,800 yards, nearly completing 70% of his passes for like 22 touchdowns and 8 picks. Might not be the most clean stat line, but that's what you're gonna get when you have a quarterback who takes chances, man. Joe Burrow doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna let that ball rip, and more times than none, it works out for him. All right, moving on to the next team, we got the Chargers, and it's actually Austin Eckler. I'm not calling Herbert bad. I'm not calling him overrated. I'm not an idiot. Herbert's doing fine this year, but Austin Eckler, he's been really, really fucking good. 534 rushing yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, 437 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. The guy's playing 2 positions at once, and he is arguably the #1 in 2 positions on your team at the same time. Next up, we got the 49ers. I'm gonna say Nick Bosa. I'd probably say Trent. I think he's always been great. Christian McCaffrey's been good, but he's been relatively new there. The receivers have been fine. Jimmy's been fine. Fred Warner's been fine. Everybody's been fine, but I think Nick Bosa has stood out as, really that just demon on their defense. Second in sacks at 10.5. The guy's the size of a grizzly bear, and he runs like he's Ezekiel Elliott. It doesn't make any sense. Up next, we got the Titans. I don't think I need to talk about this one. Derrick Henry. All right, moving on, we got the Dolphins, and this is Tyreek. I want to say Tua, I want to say Jalen, but it's Tyreek. He's literally the offensive player of the year right now. Leading the league in receiving, and he's proven time and time again, it doesn't matter the circumstance, it doesn't matter the quarterback. Tyreek Hill is always dangerous, and he will always remain dangerous in any game he plays in. Next up, we got the Bears. Justin Fields, the only guy who's consistently doing anything there. I'm just kidding. They're actually all doing pretty well offensively now, but Justin Fields is clearly the best player on that team. Justin Fields, fun fact, is fucking 5th in the league in rushing right now. All right, next up, we got the Jets. It's either Sauce or Quinnen Williams since Breece Hall is out, but I'm gonna go with Sauce because the guy's a rookie and he looks like he's been a veteran in this league for 40 years already. Guy's amazing, dude. He's such a good man-on-man fucking corner. He's so annoying. Moving on, we got the Raiders. Gotta be Max, Devontae, or Josh. Right now, I am inclined to say probably Devontae Adams. He's at 925 yards and 10 touchdowns. Next up, we got the Cardinals. I'll say D-Hop because he's the best player on that team. I don't care if he just got back from a suspension. I don't care how good he did last night. I didn't even pay attention, really. But there is not a player on that team better than DeAndre Hopkins. No, it's not Kyler. All right, next up, we got the Commanders, and this one's probably got to be Jonathan Allen, but I mean, I want to say Heineke's been pretty goddamn important, man. They're not losing with him, but probably Jonathan Allen. Hasn't he been like one of the highest graded DTs in the league so far? Next up, we got the Giants. That is Szechuan. Szechuan has been absolutely outstanding this year. He's proven me wrong. I think he's arguably top 3, top 4, for surely top 5 running back currently. The guy's responsible for a lot of that team's success, man. He's really worked the ball down the field with his legs, and he's done an excellent job at it. Okay, next up, we got the Bills, and it's not Josh Allen. It's Von Miller or Jordan Poyer. I'm gonna go with probably Von Miller. The thing about Jordan Poyer is the Bills are 6-0 when he plays this year. We haven't lost with him yet. But the thing about Von Miller, the reason I'm gonna give it to Von Miller is because I'm watching this guy do things that I haven't ever seen before. He's coming up in spots where the Bills have time and time again failed to come up. I can't ignore it. And it's specifically the play versus Green Bay that is burned into my head. I watched Von Miller pick up the entire goddamn offensive line from Green Bay and push them. He shoved 5 grown-ass men, blocking up the lane, pretty much causing Aaron Jones to fall at the feet of his own team. I knew what we were getting with him, but I mean, he might be the best defensive end to ever play the game when it's all said and done. Moving on, we got the Chiefs. Mahomes, not even close. I mean, it kind of is. Travis Kelce's really good, but Mahomes is Mahomes. All right, next up, we got the Steelers, and I'm actually gonna say Cam Hayward, I think, on this one, just due to the fact that he's been the one who hasn't been hurt. He's been healthy, consistent, present. I think he wins the award. Moving on, we got the Saints. Trevor Penning. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say Olave. He's been doing really good this year. I know not every game has been a banger, but he's one of those guys that every chance he gets to make a play, he's gonna do it. Following the Saints, we've got the Eagles. That one goes right to Jalen Hurts. He was the reason they won the last game. He's been a main reason why they have won so many of their games. As a passer, he's really stepped it up, not really turning the ball over at all, throwing more touchdowns, and when he can use his legs, he is about as dangerous as ever. After the Eagles, we've got the Packers. Probably Rodgers. I would maybe say like Jair or Kenny Clark, but when Rodgers Rodgers is on, he's on. Can't really blame the team's failures on him. It's not all his fault. He's been decent. Following Green Bay, we've got Carolina. Brian Burns. Could also be J.C. Horn. He's been doing really good too. It sure as shit isn't anybody on that offense. And lastly, we've got the Broncos, and I'm probably gonna give it to Pat Surtain. Justin Simmons, maybe? I'll go with Pat Surtain. Alright guys, and that is all for me naming every NFL team's MVP so far this season. Maybe we'll do another follow-up when the year ends. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel every single day. With everything I just said, I'm gonna hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, I will see you in the next video.